I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm a coach who helps people be more effective in a variety of different professional ways. And today is an Ask Me Anything about job hunting. I haven't done one of these in months and I'm backed up with questions. So I thought I would do one of these and try and bring the week to a close well. And I'm going to have things time marked in the show notes so you can see where the question is and can move ahead to it if that's what you prefer. Regardless, I would appreciate it if you gave the video a thumbs up, and let me dive right in, okay? Question number one, why am I not getting called or emailed when I apply for a job online? That's actually a pretty easy question. When you're applying for a job, it doesn't mean that you're qualified, does it? It means that you applied for a job. Generally, it's for one of two reasons that someone doesn't hear back. Number one is they just didn't demonstrate that they were qualified for the role. Often people apply for things that they're interested in but not qualified for. And thus, no one's going to call you to say, you're a Purdue chicken plucker and you apply for this software development job, as I've had happen to me when I worked in recruiting. No one does that. Your resume, your application, if you're uploading it to an applicant tracking system, is the only thing that they have to go on. And if you didn't take the time to make the case for your candidacy, they're not going to respond. Number two reason is they happen to miss it. And as such, your resume is not the only one that applied for the job. They sometimes make mistakes. So those are the two basics, and I hope you found this helpful. Next, what do recruiters actually want from you in an interview? I love this question. What do you think they want? Why do you think they put that ad on LinkedIn or on the job board for you to apply? The answer is they want to find someone qualified to do the job. And in an interview, they're looking for substantiation of that. Plus, they want to see that you've got a personality that fits with the group as they understand the group to be. Big personality in the group, and you're a small personality, their sense of you is you might not fit. You might get overwhelmed. Big personality, you got a shot. But ultimately, they want to see that you're qualified and that you inspire confidence that you're the solution to their need. After all, they look for competence, self-confidence, character, chemistry, maybe a little bit of charisma, all of which adds up into we trust her, we trust him, that they can do this job and that they'll fit in very well. Next question. I love this one. How can I most effectively get a potential employer to accelerate a hiring process? They contacted me 4 months ago, conducted 4 phone interviews, and emailed me a few times, but they seem to be dragging this out for some unknown reason. The answer is they're not that into you. That's why they're dragging it out. Or if it's a consulting firm, they don't have a client for you yet, and they're waiting to get a client. Or if it's a firm in industry, translated not consulting, they may be waiting for budget. Again, they're not that into you. If they were, they'd be communicating with you in some way, and judging by this question, they aren't. And that can be a problem for you. So read their behavior, not their words. And their behavior says, not that interested. Okay, why is it now common to have a protracted recruiting process for jobs? Fun question. So this one translates into everyone's afraid of making mistakes and they have choices. They're also not clear as to how to assess for someone when they interview. So there's an attrition battle going on. Can you hang in there for the entire process or not? Or not makes it easy. They also have choices of people to evaluate. From their standpoint, they don't want to make a mistake. They're afraid. They're not competent to do interviewing. And they're looking for something that stands out in you that makes them go, oh, I like this person. Let's get them on board. So that's the most common reason for why it becomes protracted. 25% of job applicants are rejected through lack of qualifications. In a group of 4 applicants, what is the probability that they all have suitable qualifications? If you're talking about at the resume submission stage, it's really very small. In the interview stage, really very high. Now, that's on a superficial basis, it's really very high. Once they start digging in deep, they start to discover problems with the armor, and they want to narrow it down to 1 or 2 people who actually are qualified for the job. So what's the probability that all have suitable qualifications? At the time of resume submission, less than 5%. At the time of interviewing, all. Last question for today. Won't asking questions give the impression to your superiors that you're not as capable as they think you are, and more likely get you fired? Wow, you expect to know everything, don't you? And are afraid to reveal it. So you don't know everything. You need help. Once you get that help, you'll be able to overcome your self-perceived deficiencies, or maybe get more confident. I'll just simply say you've got to ask questions if you're not sure, so that you can get some guidance that'll help you land properly and not screw things up. Hope you found this helpful. Visit thebiggamehunter.us. Go exploring. There's a lot there, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube by clicking the small icon in the lower right or the picture of me in the upper left. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Hope you have a great day, and take care.